My Lord and my God, I firmly believe that you're here, that you see me, that you hear me. I adore you with profound reverence. I ask your pardon for my sins and the grace to make this time of prayer fruitful. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me. January 2nd. It's only been one day since we began this new year, and hopefully your experience is not that of that saying. A New Year's resolution is something that goes in one year and out the other. Hopefully, that's not the case for you. You've made some resolutions. We want to stick to them. We want to keep them up. Maybe that first day of the year was a little bit hard. Too much partying, too much good food. Maybe we slept in and the resolution kind of went out the window. That idea we had of exercising early in the morning became really hard. Maybe it's too cold where you live. Maybe you're rethinking those resolutions, trying to make them more realistic. In any case, it's a good time for us to stick to them and go back to them realizing, hey, if it was a good resolution, it might have been hard this first day, but it's definitely worth keeping as long as it is a good resolution. A guy was telling me that his New Year's resolution is to help all his friends gain 10 pounds so that he looks skinnier. Obviously, he was joking. At least I hope so. That is not a very good resolution. You will look skinnier, but you won't be any skinnier, and your friends will not be any happier unless they need to put on 10 pounds. Maybe they do need to, in which case it could be a good resolution to help them. In any case, it's a good time for us to look back and realize, hey, what are my resolutions? Are they actually something worthwhile? Or did I make them in the excitement of the moment? Maybe they're not very interesting resolutions. And it's good that we read today's gospel. And in a way, it is reminding us of what really matters. Today's gospel is about the testimony of John the Baptist. When the Jews from Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to him to ask him, "Who are you?" And John, who had been doing a lot of good things, he had been preaching and was very much admired by everyone to the point that many people thought he was the Christ. He needs to a little bit defend himself. And he admits, "I am not the Christ." And so they ask him, "What are you then? Are you Elijah?" And he says, "I'm not." "Are you the prophet?" "No," he says. "Who are you?" So we can give an answer to those who sent us. The priests and Levites are kind of a little bit upset. We came all the way here and you won't tell us who you are. And finally he says, "I am the voice of one crying out in the desert. Make straight the way of the Lord." Make straight the way of the Lord. John had come to the world to prepare those men and women for the coming of Jesus Christ. And it hasn't been too long since we celebrated Christmas. Not long at all. But maybe with New Year's celebration, Christmas has a little bit stayed behind us. Maybe we already took down the Christmas decorations. Hopefully not. Maybe we already kind of change our mindset from Christmas to back to work. But John is trying to remind us, hey, this is what is really important. And hopefully, some of your resolutions for this new year have to do precisely with this, with making straight the way of the Lord, with preparing ourselves to live a life closer to our Lord Jesus Christ. And it's great that you want to get fit. It's great that you want to maybe lose weight or put on some weight. It's great that you want to get better grades in school. It's great that you want to read a little bit more. All great resolutions. I'm not saying those resolutions are not worthwhile. Maybe they are. But hopefully, some of our resolutions have to do with precisely making straight the ways of the Lord. Well, I guess if you're listening to this podcast, January 2nd, when you could be doing many other things, sleeping in, for example, then that means that you are interested in being closer to Jesus Christ and being his friend. And you are spending 10 minutes with Jesus, at least during your day. Well, if this was your New Year's resolution, then great. I'm glad you're still here. Keep it going. I promise you, it gets better. Other priests are much better at preaching meditations, so keep it going. What else can we do? How can we prepare the coming of Jesus Christ? He is already here with us. He's with us every single day in the tabernacle, in the celebration of the Mass, in our hearts in a state of grace, at work with us, in the car as we're driving to and from work, in our families, in that teacher at school that is maybe a little bit annoying or demanding, in that classmate, in that colleague, and my boss. Jesus Christ is there, and all those people that surround me. I am the voice of the one crying out in the desert, make straight the ways of the Lord. What is that way of the Lord in our lives? Who are those people that represent Christ for us? How can we make space for him? How is Jesus calling us? You and me, in a different way. Probably because we have different circumstances. But Jesus came to call each one of us. You, me, every single person. What is he asking you for this new year? Maybe you haven't made any resolutions in this line. Maybe you have. If you have, well, keep it going. If you haven't, then this is a good time to make a resolution. It's never too late. Resolutions are not just for December 31st. And then we adapt that resolution. Maybe we do realize it happens sometimes that December 31st, we have all these great desires. And we make big resolutions. January 2nd, we realize this is not that easy. Okay, we need to reassess, tweak it here and there, make it more realistic so that I can actually live up to it. Maybe we need to ramp up aggressively. But making resolutions is so important. Preparing the way to the Lord, making it easier for Jesus Christ to fill us with his grace. Because Jesus, I want you in my life. You are important for me. That is why I'm spending this time in conversation with you. What else do you want from me? What resolutions do you want me to make this new year? What resolutions should maybe I change to make it more realistic, more practical, so that I can truly put you in my life at the center of it? Help me, Jesus, so that I can truly make of this new year a new opportunity to come closer to you. I thank you, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations that you have communicated to me in this meditation. I ask your help to put them into effect. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.